So I've been singing for a long time. Steve and I about 20 years together. And I'm going to do 3 songs tonight that are my songs that are what I call my Phil Oakes period. And it fits. I wrote these songs about 15 years ago, and they're kind of in reaction. It's amazing to the last 30 days in the U.S. So the first one is my poke. This is my church, actually. So I come in with, I'm a Methodist-born Presbyterian elder who was teaching in a Catholic school, and I joined the Mennonite church. So I have this ecumenical heritage, but I really have a problem with Christian nationalism and some of the things you think you're supposed to take literally. When young Jesus went to Egypt, I wondered if he had a visa, and his daddy needed a green card to get a legal job. And did the neighbors curse him Mary, cause he just spoke Aramaic? And I wonder if old Pharaoh gave a damn about their God. Yeah, I believe that Jesus said we should love all of our brothers, including all their fathers and their sisters. Make exceptions for the people we don't approve of, for the walls we build, or the wars we fight to keep our country pure. Now when Jesus comes the next time, well, I hope somebody warns him. He better bone up on his English, change his clothes and cut his hair, cause he kind of fits the profile of some guys. They got it, get mo, and it would sure mess up the rapture if he ended up down there. Yeah, I believe that Jesus says that we should love all of our brothers, including all their fathers and their sisters and their mothers, and he doesn't make exceptions for the people we don't approve of, for the walls we build or the wars we fight to keep our country pure. Now, if I understood him, he said that when he shows up back here, he's gonna sneak up and surprise us like a robber in the night. And some gun-toting patriot would probably shoot him on her back porch. Yeah, we can't criticize her, cause by God, she's got the right. Yeah, I believe that Jesus says that we should love all of our brothers, including all their fathers and their sisters and their mothers. And he doesn't make exceptions for the people we don't approve of, for the walls we build or the wars we fight to keep our country pure. Yeah, he does not make exceptions for the people we don't approve of, for the walls we build or the wars we fight to keep our country pure. The next one is about birthright. So how many of you chose your parents? Okay, we got one. I don't remember doing that. You know, so when I showed up on the cornfields in Illinois, they made me speak English. They wouldn't talk to me in any other language. They made me go to church. So this, who knows why and where we end up? Hit it. knows I love my mother. God knows I didn't choose her. God knows it's just my good luck that my daddy's not a boozer. I did not pick this white skin, though it fits me pretty well. It's my discount racial tattoo, yeah, and it keeps me out of jail. Well, I could have been born browner, could have been born poor, I could have been born crippled. Why I wasn't, I'm not sure, but God knows, God knows. And God knows that I'm a Christian, and God knows it's not my fault. My ma sent me to Sunday school, and I learned what I was taught. God knows if there's a heaven, God knows if there's a hell. God knows that after we found out, well, we're not allowed to tell. Well, I could have been born Hindu, could have been a Jew, I could have been born Muslim, hell, I could have been born you. God knows, God knows, and God knows I love my country and speak English pretty well. God hung me on my family tree, yeah, this is where I fell. God knows I'm a gringo, yeah, and I suspect it's true. I did not earn this birthright, no, and neither friend did you. Well, I could have been born Chinese, could have been born Greek, I could have been born Haitian, or been born in Mozambique. God knows, God knows, God knows. I bet she knows, God knows. So in the spring of 2006, wow, we're doing great. The spring of 2006, I was living in Kansas, and I was on the board of an organization that has meetings in the central states. It was a Mennonite Central Community Central States. Usually we would meet in Kansas, Oklahoma, Nebraska, something like that. And somebody finally said, you know, we got Mennonite churches down in Texas. We ought to go down there sometime. So I'm in Brownsville, Texas, way down on the border on the Rio Grande, and I'm sitting in the living room of a man named Lupe Aguilar. And Lupe is a Mennonite pastor, and he's telling us his family history. He said, my family came to this part of the world in the early 1700s. So we never immigrated to the United States. The United States immigrated to us. And he said the weird thing is that just recently, his grandsons had been pulled over by the police and asked for proof of citizenship. And I was thinking, holy crap. And I was, on the way home, I was thinking about the Statue of Liberty and the poem at the bottom, give us your tired, your poor, your huddled masses, and how that doesn't work anymore. We want your well-educated, English-speaking scientists and engineers. Those people are fine. So this song was born. There she stands above the water, and she holds her torch up high to welcome all the sons and daughters who come here to find a life. And she promises to welcome all the tired and the poor. I guess someone should tell her they're not welcome anymore. Yeah, she calls the huddled masses who are yearning to breathe free. She's the mother of the immigrant, Our Lady of Liberty. I met her family down in Brownsville, been there since 17 and 10. Said they never crossed the border, said the border, it crossed them when the United States of arrogance invaded with a war, taking what belonged to Mexico. Now they're not welcome anymore. Yeah, she calls the huddled masses who are yearning to breathe free. She's the mother of the immigrant, Our Lady of Liberty. Well, my daddy's great-granddaddy, he sailed across the sea to the land of the brave and the home of the free. But if he made that journey now and he was standing on our shore, I bet he'd find, like others, he's not welcome anymore. Yeah, she calls the huddled masses who are yearning to breathe free. She's the mother of the immigrant, Our Lady of Liberty. She's the mother of the immigrant, Our Lady of Liberty.
Oh wait, tell them about the hat dance.
I will. Grandma Emma pulls me aside in 1965 and says, "Why are people so upset about those girls in their miniskirts?" She said, "I haven't seen any shorter than the ones I used to wear." And then she told me how she was, as a teenager, sneaking out of her bedroom window to go dancing at the Rainbow Gardens dance hall. She'd hitchhike with a girlfriend. And she fell in love with the bouncer. It's my grandfather. And so I wrote this song about that. This is the bouncer's hat, actually. My sister-in-law found it in the closet. It was 1925. Big Depression had yet to arrive. Emma slipped out her bedroom window to go dancing. Life didn't seem quite so hard when a girl had a full dance card, and she was swaying to the tunes of Tiny Hill of Wedding King. "Excuse me, mister, I beg your pardon. I was hoping that you might be going my way. I'm looking for a ride down to the Rainbow Garden, so I could listen to the band and dance the night away." Well, Arnold was a big man, 6'2", maybe 210. He worked weekends as a bouncer at the Rainbow Gardens. And when he wasn't showing folks to the door, took his turn on the old dance floor. And that's where he and Emma loved while they were waltzing. "Excuse me, mister, I beg your pardon. I was hoping that you might be going my way. I'm looking for a ride down through the Rainbow Gardens, so I could listen to the band and dance the night away." Just west of Chicago, little town called Marengo, where the mob ran liquor in the days of Prohibition, where Emma worked the restaurant, all through the worst drunks out, and her little boy played on the floor at the Rainbow Gardens. "Excuse me, mister, I beg your pardon. I was hoping that you might be going my way. I'm looking for a ride down to the rainbow parties, so I could listen to the band dance the night away. So I could listen to the band and dance a land, say, give a little girl a chance. Listen to the band and dance the night away.
Phil writes great songs.